Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into the gritty, grimy, and sometimes downright terrifying world of dangerous jobs. You know, the kind of work that makes your palms sweat just thinking about it. We're talking about the unsung heroes, the tough sons of guns, who face risk and danger every single day to keep our world running. These are the folks who stare down hazards that would send most folks running for the hills. Whether it's scaling a skyscraper with nothing but a rope and a prayer, or braving the scorching heat of a raging inferno, these men and women are cut from a different cloth. They're the grit in the gears, the backbone of our industries, and the silent guardians of our everyday lives. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the top 10 most dangerous jobs on the planet. Get ready to meet the men and women who make the impossible look routine, and who remind us that sometimes the dirtiest jobs are the most important. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the heart-pounding, adrenaline-pumping world of the most dangerous jobs on the planet. These brave souls face life-threatening hazards every day to keep our world running. From scaling towering heights to battling raging seas, these professions demand courage, skill, and an unwavering spirit. You might not think of farming as a dangerous job, but let me tell you, it's anything but a walk in the park. These folks are out there before the sun cracks the horizon and work until it's nothing but a memory. They're wrestling with massive, unforgiving machinery, breathing in dust and chemicals all day long, and let's not forget about the unpredictable nature of livestock. I've met my fair share of farmers in my time, and let me tell you, they're a tough breed. They've got to be. One minute you're fixing a combine blade, the next you're chasing down a runaway bull. And don't even get me started on the weather. Rain, shine, snow, or hail, the work doesn't stop. These folks are tough as nails, and they're the unsung heroes of the food chain. Think about that the next time you sit down to a meal. It took a whole lot of grit and determination to get that food on your plate. Let's talk about the folks who keep our world powered up. The roughnecks, the drillers, the pipeline workers. They head out to some of the most unforgiving environments on Earth, from scorching deserts to treacherous oceans, all in the name of energy. These are the folks who work on oil rigs that tower over the ocean miles from shore. They're dealing with explosive materials, flammable liquids, and the constant risk of fire and explosion. And let's not forget about the pressure, literally. These guys and gals are working with pressures that could crush a car, and they do it with a calm and focus that would make a neurosurgeon jealous. It's a demanding job, both physically and mentally, and it takes a special kind of person to handle it. But these folks, they're cut from a different cloth. They're the ones who keep the lights on and the engines running. They're the backbone of our modern world. This one's close to my heart, folks. The men and women who serve in our military, they're the definition of courage and sacrifice. They put their lives on the line every single day to protect our freedoms, and they do it without hesitation. We're talking about soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guard. They face dangers most of us can't even imagine. From the battlefield to the training ground, every day is a test of their physical and mental limits. They endure grueling physical training, learn to operate complex weaponry, and face the psychological stress of combat. They miss holidays, birthdays, and anniversaries, all in the service of something bigger than themselves. The risks are real, and the sacrifices are immense, but they do it all with unwavering dedication. They're the true heroes, and we owe them a debt of gratitude we can never truly repay. Chapter 4, Number 7, Firefighting, Braving the Inferno. You see the flames, you smell the smoke, you hear the sirens wailing in the distance. Most folks, they run the other way. But not firefighters. They run towards the danger, into the heart of the inferno, ready to face whatever horrors await. Talk about pressure. Imagine suiting up in heavy gear, knowing you're about to walk into a burning building. The heat is so intense it feels like your skin is melting. The smoke is so thick you can barely see, and the building could collapse around you at any moment. But these brave men and women, they don't hesitate. They're there to save lives, to protect property, to battle back the flames and emerge victorious. They're the heroes who show up when everyone else is running away, and they do it all without a second thought. They are the definition of courage under fire. Chapter 5, Number 6, Law Enforcement, Guardians of Our Communities. The Thin Blue Line. They stand between us and chaos, protecting our communities, enforcing the law, and putting themselves in harm's way every single day. Police officers, sheriff's deputies, state troopers, they see the worst of humanity, yet they still show up every day, ready to do whatever it takes to keep the peace. They respond to domestic disputes, chase down criminals, direct traffic, and everything in between. They never know what they're walking into, what dangers might lurk around the next corner. One minute they're writing a speeding ticket, the next they're facing down an armed suspect. It's a job that requires nerves of steel, split-second decision-making, and the ability to stay calm under unimaginable pressure. They're the guardians of our streets, the protectors of the innocent, and they deserve our utmost respect. Chapter 6, Number 5, Electrical Work, High Voltage, High Stakes. Electricity. It powers our homes, our businesses, our entire world. And the folks who work with it every day, they're playing with some serious power, literally. Electricians, linemen, power plant operators, they're the unsung heroes who keep the current flowing. One wrong move, one miscalculation, and it's lights out. They're working with high-voltage lines that can fry a human being in an instant. One slip, one frayed wire, and it's game over. But these folks, they know the risks, they respect the power they're dealing with, and they get the job done safely and efficiently. They're the reason we can flip a switch and watch our homes light up. They're the reason we have power tools, computers, and all the modern conveniences we take for granted. Chapter 7. Look around you. The buildings, the bridges, the roads, the infrastructure that makes our modern world possible. It's all thanks to the men and women of the construction industry. They're the ones who build our cities, literally from the ground up. But it's not for the faint of heart. Construction work is dangerous, there's no doubt about it. You're talking about heights, heavy machinery, power tools, and all sorts of potential hazards. One wrong move, one miscalculation, and it could be game over. But these folks, they're a different breed. They're tough, they're resourceful, and they know how to get the job done, no matter what. They're the ones who build our schools, our hospitals, our homes. They're the backbone of our infrastructure, and they deserve a world of credit for the risks they take every day. Number 3, commercial fishing, hauling in danger from the depths. The ocean, it's a powerful and unforgiving force, and the folks who make their living on the water, they know that better than anyone. Commercial fishermen, they brave treacherous seas, harsh weather conditions, and long hours of back-breaking work to bring seafood to our tables. Imagine being out on a boat, miles from shore, in the middle of a raging storm. The waves are crashing over the bow, the wind is howling like a banshee, and you're trying to haul in nets full of fish. It's not a job for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But these guys, they're a different breed. They're tough, they're resourceful, and they have a deep respect for the sea. They know the risks, they accept them, and they do what they have to do to get the job done. Number 2, logging, taming the wilderness, one tree at a time. The forest can be a beautiful and serene place, but it can also be a dangerous and unforgiving environment. And the folks who work in the logging industry, they know that better than anyone. They're the ones who fell the trees, haul the logs, and provide the wood we use to build our homes, our furniture, and so much more. Talk about dangerous. You're talking about working with heavy machinery, sharp tools, and massive trees that can fall in an instant. One wrong move, one miscalculation, and it could be curtains. But these guys, they're not afraid of hard work. They're skilled professionals who know how to handle themselves in the woods. They respect the power of nature, they follow safety protocols, and they get the job done. Number 1. Mining, descending into darkness. The most dangerous job. Deep underground in the bowels of the earth, there's a group of men and women who do a job most of us wouldn't even dream of. They're miners, and they face some of the most dangerous conditions imaginable. Imagine this, you're thousands of feet below the surface, surrounded by tons of rock and earth. The air is thick with dust, the only light comes from your helmet lamp, and the only sound is the rumble of machinery. One cave-in, one gas leak, one explosion, and it could all be over in an instant. But these folks, they're not deterred. They're the ones who extract the coal, the gold, the diamonds, the raw materials that fuel our world. They work in cramped, dark, and dangerous conditions, all to provide us with the resources we need. It's a job that takes guts, skill, and a whole lot of courage. They are the definition of grit and determination, and they deserve our utmost respect for the sacrifices they make every single day. So there you have it, folks, the top 10 most dangerous jobs in the world. These are the jobs that most people wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, but somebody's got to do them. These are the unsung heroes, the tough sons of guns, the men and women who put their lives on the line every single day to keep our world running. They do it for their families, for their communities, for the pride of a hard day's work. They do it knowing the risks, accepting the dangers, and facing them head-on. They are the backbone of our industries, the unsung heroes of our everyday lives, and they deserve our utmost respect. So the next time you see a farmer, a firefighter, a police officer, an electrician, a construction worker, a fisherman, a logger, or a miner, take a moment to thank them for their service. They may not wear capes, but they're the real heroes, and they make the world a better, brighter, and safer place. These jobs are not for the faint-hearted. They require bravery, dedication, and a relentless spirit. To all the men and women in these fields, we salute you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching.